Hello, kings and queens. Welcome to Impactful Conversations with Malita Boskosana. This is episode 2, and for episode 2, I decided to do something different, whereby I'll just be having a conversation with my man at the background because he's camera shy. He's camera shy, so most of the times I'll be blushing, but I'll be looking at the camera. I'll be looking at him. Okay, so if I look that direction, just know that I'm looking at him. Don't be surprised. So I'll alternate between looking at the lens and the camera. No, the camera and him. So today I just decided that I want us to speak about past traumas coming into the present or self-sabotage. I just want us to speak because, I'm just going to go in a bit deep with my personal experience. So, let me give you a background. What happened is that, as I was growing up, my past as a young girl, I felt unloved most of the times, And as I started dating, I became, it was hard for me to receive love. So, I'm sure all my exes know that, okay, that one was very hard to deal with until I met this one. So when you meet someone that you were created for, everything becomes different because now it's that thing that you meet this mind whereby everything is so what's that word? I'm asking you.
Which one?
So wait, should I start by introducing you so that you talk and greet people, or it's fine the way I'm doing it, right?
Yes,
okay.
you're all good.
So, what's that word, Ghana?
Which one?
Whereby the relationship is so organic, so healthy, yes. Healthy relationship, the most healthiest relationship, whereby you guys talk. So, especially guys, my man, he loves tough conversations. So, we strip down everything. Nothing is left untold. We talk. We talk. So, can we please talk about our past traumas coming into the present? So, I'll start with me. My past is that I used to be so guarded because receiving love, it came with that thing whereby I would think that this person wants something in return. It's so hard to accept love. Do you get what I mean? If a person comes and say, I love you, I'm like, okay. So I remember telling this other lady, Uti, the reason why I'm so super strong is because it's easy for me to accept hate. That's my comfort zone. That's why it's hard for someone to break me. Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
I can't go to bed crying would see someone bullied me or what. I'll go to bed thinking I told them, they came for me and I also went for them. And that's toxic.
100%.
It's very toxic. So that was the way I lived. I was always guarded. So if you come with hate, that's where I excel. It's like I excel so much in that. I don't know if some of you can relate or what, but when you come with love, it becomes weird. Who are you? What are you doing? That's why in the beginning, initial stages of our relationship, I gave you such a tough time, And again, one day I just want to have someone who's pursuing purity and righteousness in their singlehood, being single, because also to me that turned out to be toxic, because I was pushing the narrative that I'm waiting on God, but I was not working on my character, and you got to experience that a lot, and you called me out on that, and you got me to. It's you became the psychologist, you set me down. You set me down, girl, we have to speak. We really have to speak. What's causing this?
Yeah.
You even dig up to my past. You wanted to understand why I was the way I was. I think I'm doing better. Am I becoming better or?
Yes, you are better.
Really?
100%.
As compared to the first time, ne?
As compared to first, yeah. As compared to first, yes.
Yeah.
You're doing better. Yeah, but
Mm.
but then
Mm.
there was this one video I came across on YouTube. Youngis,
Yes. I can hear you.
Okay. So like on that video, the discussion was that if like you've been singing for quite some time,
Mm.
and then you happen like to date someone after like being singing for quite some time,
Yeah.
and then you so happen like to date someone,
Mm-hmm.
one thing that you should know is that that very same person you're dating after being single for quite some time,
Mm-hmm.
that person is an intelligent person.
Okay, please say that again.
If you've been single for quite some time,
If I've been single for some time, yes.
yeah,
Yes.
and then let's say you've been single for 5 years maybe,
Yes.
and then you happen like to date someone after you being single for 5 years,
Yes.
that person you're going to date, he's a very intelligent person,
Mm-hmm.
because like it takes a great amount of intelligence to deal with someone who has been like by herself for 5 years.
That's so true. Like that hits home.
And I was like, damn.
Yo,
Like
that's so true. Oh my god, that is so true,
So
babe.
you can't be singing like for 5 years and then also tolerate the same thing that you just like, experienced in
Yeah.
a previous relationship. There are certain traits that you deal with like in that 5 years period. There
Yeah.
are certain things you remove, there are certain things you add like
Yeah.
in you being you then. So the
Yeah.
person that is going to come like after you being single for 5 years, Shogona Woody Uzotola a very transformed type of a person.
True.
It's possible that you can be a worse being than you were before.
Ooh.
Or you can be like
A better version.
Exactly.
It depends.
Exactly.
It's either you're worse.
It depends on what you're working on in that 5 years period or in that single stage.
So with me, right?
Uh-huh.
In that 5 years,
Uh-huh.
I didn't work on my
Uh-huh.
dating character. You know this. What I worked on so much, it was my relationship with God.
Uh-huh.
It excelled so much.
Uh-huh.
But this dating aspect, whereby like I have to be calm, I have to let love in, I have to communicate well,
Yeah.
I have to know that not everything is an attack.
Mhm.
So I was still in my attack mode.
Yeah.
For the past 5 years,
Uh-huh.
I was still in the attack mode, defense mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
The defense mode are still there.
Mm-hmm.
But like that defense mode was covered in, I'm a child of God. You know, like I'm a child of God. That time you're being toxic, but it's like I'm a child of God. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. If you come for me,
Yeah.
you know what? You will get it. Yeah, like honestly, because when I look at it, I'm like, okay, fine. My relationship with God was excelling.
Yeah.
My career was I was also what kept me single for too long is because like I was building this thing that was not being built, like this career thing.
Yeah.
It made me not to actually, I didn't want to pursue any relationship. I just wanted to focus on my career like nobody's business, because that's one thing that I could control for the longest time, because I grew up as an intelligent kid, so I could control that. So when it went out of my control, I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
what is this? Because like I've been intelligent for the longest time. I never failed the module.
Yeah.
I never failed the subject. Like I never got average marks. Like I was always up there with those who are up. So what's happening this time around? I'm experiencing failure for the first time. So I'm like, So that one, I went to God so much about this. God, what's happening? But then when it comes to relations now, it became a problem.
Yeah.
Because now when it comes to relations, that's the reason why I also lost many friends. Because now it was every time I'll be like, okay, you don't want to be with me because you see that I'm failing in life, you know. So that's the reason why like I lost many friends in that process. But I thank God for that, because that one I thank God. I wouldn't go back. If you're watching, I love you, but it's right. But when we see each other, no. I just switched off the mic.
Mm.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
No hard feelings.
Yeah.
We still love each other, but let's move on. Yeah, because I'm done feeling bad for losing friends. Man, like, yeah, I was toxic. I was the wrong one. Let's move on. Like, it's fine.
But then, like, life is something else.
You're about to call me out. Why am I being nervous?
No, like, I'm not calling you out.
Mhm.
I'm just referring to you failing and
Oh,
losing friends and all
yeah.
that. Like, most people, if like you've been a student, I think like once in a while you've been through that state whereby you're studying
Yes.
and like you're putting
Off the mic. Why? Sorry.
you're putting in the effort and all that, but then like the results they don't say as much as like your study.
Yes.
And then I think that's one of the best things that could ever happen
Mm-hmm.
to a person who is a student.
Really?
Uh-huh.
How? Please break that down.
Like Ngiti, it works to your advantage if you are failing and then you are losing people
Mm-hmm.
due
Yes.
to you failing.
Yes. That's the reason why right now, like, I'm not angry at them. That's the reason why I'm like, let's move on, guys, because whatever thing that happened, I won't hold it with you. You went away when I was in my down
Yeah.
and stuff, because I lost many friends, like, especially when I dropped out.
Yeah,
Lost so many friends, but it's fine. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's fine.
it worked for you because like
Yeah.
some of them had
But then I'm taking accountability. I'm like,
yeah.
let me blame myself. Okay, I was the
Like-
toxic one or what? Like, I'm just taking accountability. I'm not blaming anyone.
I doubt it. I can't say like you're the toxic one or you were the toxic one.
Mm.
What I can say is that had they not left you then,
Yeah.
chances are that you were to still like go through the same thing. So in a way, like they had to be eliminated in order for you like to gain something from that.
And I did.
Exactly.
Mm.
So it's not a wrong thing or what you failed. It's not a wrong thing with you lost some of them.
Mm.
It worked for you then.
Right.
It's life. Like sometimes you have to lose something in order for you to gain something.
Yeah, true.
So in most cases, people like they end up like crying for the fact that hey, one man has left me, one man is no longer a part of me, one man this and that.
Mm.
Only forgetting Uguti, had they still been a part of you then, this and that they were not gonna be achieved.
That's true. And I mean, I get what I do most of the time. Like, I ghost. I'll just ghost you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no one friendship whereby they can tell you that I told them rubbish. They would be lying. Like, if the friendship ended on a yeah you
Yeah.
I'm not like that. Like, all of my friends, okay, except one, but that one was her. So yeah, that one I don't want to go into because she just lashed out at me and stuff and said some mean words. And then I think it was a build up of how she felt towards me, like all of these years. That was a chance to just say all those things. It was
Yeah.
just one. But when she said that, like, I didn't answer. I just walked away. Even my sister's like, why did you walk away? Why didn't you stand up for yourself? Then I was like, no. Like,
It wasn't worth it.
sorry?
It wasn't worth it.
Exactly. Yeah, like, honestly. Because the reason why I didn't fight back is because of the things that she said. I didn't expect that from her, especially with the amount of years we've been friends.
Yeah.
So when she said
How
those things,
long?
I'm like, since childhood.
Okay.
Yeah. So when she said those things, I'm like, oh, okay. So this is how you felt all these years, because I knew you from when I was grade 1? Like, we are friends from grade 1 until, and then we are 20 something now, and I'm 20. How old was I then? 27 or 28, somewhere there. I think 26 or 27. Then after that, she says all those words. I'm like, okay, so all these years you felt like that. So that's why I kept quiet. So I was like, okay, fine, it's fine. Even now, like, I don't have any hard feelings towards her. So all of them is like, not even one can say, I told them something, I just disappear from your life.
Uh,
I don't know, like I don't know. And also, like, I don't like that.
you don't like what? Disappearing?
Yeah, why don't I just confront the situation, speak about it, and not disappear?
But now why can't they just like check on you when you have
That's
disappeared?
another thing again.
Because they can tell you they are a suckbone lately. Why quiet and all that.
Yes.
If like they are true friends, then
Yeah, because a true friend will call you out, like, you
Exactly.
disappeared. What's happening
Bro.
with you? Why are you disappearing?
exactly.
Sure.
And then you talk about it. The fact that they don't say a word when you disappeared. When
So
you
both of
disappeared.
us, actually, we are in the wrong. Both of us.
I doubt it. Not both.
I'm talking in terms of me disappearing and them not saying a word. Okay, I'm off ramping. Let's go back to the topic of now I was when it comes to now relationships, right? I tend to be
It tend to be what?
I tend to be guarded. So it made me not to receive love as much as I should until you came along and then you broke all of my walls down. But before that, like, you know, so bringing how actually I want us to just speak about how do you deal with a partner who's like that,
Was like what?
who comes and then they have a past of not receiving love. Some didn't receive it from home, some didn't receive it from their maybe let's say past relationship. So what I want to ask is that, like, as a man, how do you deal with such a woman? You know, how do you deal with it? Because I'm sure it was not easy, but you did it with flying colors.
I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware of the fact that I was dealing with it. But then, like, it all comes into accepting
Okay. Wow.
and understanding what like as people
Mm-hmm.
we come from different backgrounds,
Yes.
and then it would be very selfish of me like to have an expectation of which a background akho like ifana neyami.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
Mm.
so in me like finding a way like to understand ukuthi, like how well or from what background you come from, it's going like to make the whole thing easier for me, like
Yeah.
to know what to expect from you and how to deal with it. Yeah, but so
That's beautiful. Like, it comes with acceptance and not wanting to change me, but like
exactly.
looking, like dealing with it from acceptance point of view first
Exactly.
before you can tackle it.
So like once we told her from that perspective,
Yeah.
everything like that comes with it, like kuba simple to deal with that. It's a lot corner, but then it's possible.
Yeah.
So when for me, like it was there, then I had to figure out. But then like from the conversations that we normally had there,
Yeah.
I were able like to figure out, okay, this is what went down then.
Yeah. You did. And like I would get so surprised because for the for the longest time I would ask you, like, are you a prophet or something like that? Because you would know exactly like what's going down, and I would lie about it. Like, do you remember I used to put up my wall so high? Like, you tell me something and I'd be like, no,
that's wrong.
no, that's wrong. I'm not like that.
Yeah.
I would make up so many excuses. Like, I would actually just say no, everything. No,
Exactly.
no,
Even though you know with like what I'm saying, like it is.
and you wouldn't push.
Nah, why?
Yeah, you wouldn't push. You'd be like, okay, then
That's
you,
it.
yeah, that's it.
But then, like, I think it has to be like that.
And your patience again. Sure.
Like if like I really love you, then I have to find a way like to create that space for you to be able like talk about anything.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
so once like I realized, okay, sharp, this might be what went down,
Mm.
and then you'd be like, no, I've never been through that.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
I have like to be able to just let go of that for a minute,
And you
and
did.
then wait for you to come, and then be like, no, babe,
And it happened like that.
I want to talk about how like everything went down.
Yeah.
I don't have to be pushy about it. It has to come from you then.
Mm.
And that for me like defines love.
Mm. That's beautiful.
So I have to create that for you.
Mm.
An environment whereby when you're in it, like everything like just goes off then.
Mm. That's beautiful.
Uh-huh.
That's really beautiful.
So imagine imagine if like I wasn't able like to create that space for you then. Chances are that like there would be someone who you find a way like to do all those things of which like we're supposed to do like in this space. Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
So in me like being able like to create that space for you,
Yeah.
I was eliminating all those other people
Ooh.
whom like you normally went to them for comfort. So in that way like
Sure.
I was like providing a certain space. I don't know how to define it
Yeah.
or to call it, but then that space that I've created spaces of like so wenza ukuthi nanoma like ulwa nabangani ulwa nabani
Yeah.
they won't be able like to mention anything personal because there's nothing that they know about you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once in most cases like
Yeah.
one man balile and all that kaningi bala simply because of the things of like baba nazo like from a certain conversation.
Yeah.
So cabanga uma ulo nomuntu thought like akazi anything about you.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Whatever shit that is going to say. So
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
But whatever thing.
Yeah.
Whatever thing as we mentioned, ingase be like a conspiracy type of a thing.
Yeah.
Because like akakayizwa like from you then.
Yeah.
Yena ukuthotha mhlambe yazicabangela or something. Or nilwa ngento ukuthotha kumele linwe ngayo.
Yeah.
Unlike ukuthi like kufakwe some personal stuff.
Yeah.
So I think like it's a beautiful thing. Kumnandi like preserve or whatever
Yes.
that is yours like within that very same second.
Yes. Because what you're saying right now, like when you created that space, it the way you are saying it, ne, for me it's a like an aha moment because right now I'm thinking that I didn't know that you were creating that space. It's only now that you're saying it and I'm realizing it that so when this was happening, like you were creating that space because right now like you are like all that, like everything, like I just want to confide in you. Each and everything, whether it's my past traumas, like everything, future, present, like everything, I want it there on you. So now like I'm like, so you created that space whereby like, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's beautiful. That's so beautiful, Sarasam.
You're welcome.
That's so beautiful. So yeah, like thank you so much for doing that because like so I think in other episodes we'll just break it down and then just speak about how to go within deep, manji, like and also giving diving into different topics and stuff with how do you deal with it on a much practical sense. You know, so I think we should not stop these conversations. I think they are very important because like even now when I'm speaking to you, I'm realizing some things. So you're creating that space, like because even when your patience now, I'm seeing it. Like I'm like the way you're so patient with me. It was so beautiful.
Okay.
Yes, because like you didn't come out hard. Even when I was saying, let's say you're saying something and I'm like, no, it's not like that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't force it and be like, I know. No, you'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Then after that, like, when I come back, you won't even say, I told you so.
Yeah.
You won't even say, I told you so, and you pretended like all is well.
Yeah.
You'll just say, oh, okay, then we continue with the conversation, and that's it.
It's a crazy thing. Like,
Yeah, it is. Like, and I wish everyone, like, right now, like, as I'm sitting here, you know, when you have something, when you experience something so beautiful, you even wish it to people and be like, I pray people have such, because you find someone saying, discussing something, and I remember this other girl, I just say girl in this instance.
don't
She-
mention names.
No, I'm not mentioning names. No, I won't. No, I won't.
Please.
You know I won't.
Please.
I remember this other girl saying, there are things that I say to my friends that I can say to my boyfriend. So when even when you speak to her, when she's with your boyfriend, like, you must use codes, and if the boyfriend is there, you must just keep the conversations on a surface level. Like, you must just keep it light. She'll give you hints, like, even if you didn't ask, she'll just say, I'm with who so and so, and you must pick it up now. Okay, so like, and by that time I was single. Remember, like, I was single for the longest time, so I thought such things will also apply to me. But me right now, like, I can't. And even when it was that thing, like, am I doing something wrong? What's happening in this relationship? Because, like, I don't remember. I don't think that there can be a phone call that I can restrict or
Not answer.
not answer because you are there. Or maybe, let's say, I say some things are reserved for my friends and not for you.
That's BS.
Exactly, because, like, even my friends right now, like, they must know that whatever they tell me, it's going to end up. Like,
that's how it should be.
Yes, like, even if they tell me something, they must know that they are telling two people.
Exactly.
It's a
not
secret,
like
show me, yes, but just know that, like, by default, you're telling two people. Yes, you're telling me, but this story is going to a part of me. You know, exactly. It's going to that party. And then she was like, so there's that barrier whereby there are some things that I can't tell my boyfriend, and I have to tell
a certain person.
So when I got in this relationship that is so organic, that is so freeing, that's so liberating. That's one thing about healthy relationships. They're so liberating. They are so you can't explain it. You can only explain it if you're in it. If you've never experienced such a love, you will say people, they are dumb, they are stupid. You label them because you have never experienced such love at its maximum. You've always experienced these toxic guys, like, you post them, remove me. I'm a private person. Then after that, you say this. You always have to tiptoe around them, and then they give you this. They give you this lie. They sell you this lie that they are these private people, and certain things have to be done their way, and you have to always tiptoe around them. But when you find something so freeing, so liberating, and one thing about as I'm speaking about that, I remember the first time when I had to post you. Then I'm like, because you are such a private person, like, then you're like, no, don't take don't try to be me. Be yourself, guys. Like, I got chills when you said that, like, because it was it was still early. It was still 3 months, early stages, but the love was like it was like 3 years. It was crazy. It was crazy because I felt like I knew for 3 years. It was so crazy. Then I'm like, babe, like, I'm that person. So I feel like I'm like, babe, because Mina, I'm this posting person.
And I started by hiding my face first.
And you didn't like that. Guys,
why am I being hidden?
Guys, let me tell you something about my bed. Like, one thing about my men's bed. When is that person whereby your love, it's something else. So what happened is that I would see these girls posting their men and hiding their face.
Yeah.
It's sort of a style, you know. And then after that, I did that with you. You didn't like it. I'm like, damn. For the for the first time, someone doesn't want to be hidden. I'm like, I got chilled. I'm like, then he's like, why are you hiding my face? Oh, actually, I'm fast forwarding. Let me tell them about that one whereby I said, so is it fine if I post you because you're such a private person, you don't like being out there, you're not even on social media. That one, I love it. You're not even on social media, but then like I'm posting you everywhere. On my Instagram, he's there. On my Facebook, he's there. So I'm asking him like, so Mina, because I wanna post you on Instagram and Facebook and everything, how am I going to feel about that? Because when I am a private person, then he's like, please don't try to imitate me. Be you. I must love who you are. Like you don't have to be me and fake yourself around me. It's not like you are a secret. It doesn't mean I'm a private person, but people will already know that I'm in a relationship. That's why you say like everyone knows that I'm in a relationship. But you don't have to now hide and not be yourself and not express your love language fully just because Mina.
I'm a private person.
Yeah. I love that so much. And then after that I started doing this thing of hiding the face. My man didn't like it. Like no, like why are you hiding my face? I'm like, no, it's a style. No, remove that thing. People must see me. Why am I being hidden? Like why are you hiding my face?
I wanted to be seen.
Why? Like why did that bother you? See, like I'm putting emojis. I was putting.
Didn't understand it.
Really?
Still now.
Even now, you still don't understand it.
Trying to figure it out.
Really? Mhlawumbe bekunomsanyana benganamsanyana benganamsanyana
I'll never know.
I'm telling you benganamsanyana.
I'm
It was just the
joking.
style as a social
I
media.
know.
Yeah, you know. So that's the thing. Thank you for allowing me to be myself. Yeah.
So what you izinto eziningi isikhathesiwa.
Right.
Ugcina respond.
That's true because you wanted to respond, and now when we editing this, like I'll be so frustrated that oh my god, like there was a good point that you wanted to raise, and I cut you off.
Forgot.
Oh my god.
Said a lot of things.
Yeah, but I will learn. I will learn from this conversation that when you speak, I have to because I
Give
get so
me a chance.
excited.
Yeah, you should give me a chance, like to respond.
Yeah,
So
because
that
like I
can-
didn't give you a chance most of the time.
Spoken for about 5 minutes now. I didn't say a word. Damn, it's crazy. It's super crazy. I had to say something. But then what I realized about this thing. Umundu uthi a certain conversation like is preserved for
Yeah,
boyfriend.
we were on that. Yeah,
and then a certain conversation like is prepared for
for
the
this.
family.
Yes.
and all
That's
that.
what they say. Yo, I'm about to interject. You're right, babe. Okay, babe, please hold that thought.
So the
He's tired of me interjecting.
It's crazy. I had to. I'm being abused. This is abuse, guys. Like serious. In case you saw, see reporter will be.
Stop!
See police station.
Stop! Stop!
I should know. But then, those are some of the things we thought, like, according to me, like, those are some of the relationships not to work.
Okay. That's deep.
Because, ngizokhlala nawe la, C2, mina nawe siyathandana and all that.
Yeah.
And then, ngeni call,
Mm.
you pick up your phone and leave the room.
Mm.
You're going to answer the call outside.
Yeah.
And then, mina njengomuntu okuthandayo then,
Mm.
how should I react to that if, like, I genuinely love you?
Mm.
And how will you feel uma ungimi wenza the same thing?
Mm.
So cabana way to go from such things.
True.
And I believe with such things they can be easily avoided.
Mm.
Once you learn to be open with your partner about everything,
Mm.
it makes the entire thing like, to be easy then.
Yeah.
Love is not a difficult thing. But then because each and every one of us like una love corner.
Yeah.
Such things zigcina like ziba ngathi they're useless then. Because imagine if mhlambe I've been dating like 5 girls like for the past 15 years.
Yeah.
And then I did the same thing and
Yeah.
I answered calls, I shared everything and all
Yeah.
that. And it never worked out, and then I just had to move on, do the same thing. Yeah. So some guys like they end up like believing Uguti, the formula like it's not working then. In order for you like to be that one gender then. These are some of the things I thought like you should preserve that.
Yeah.
Yeah, one. So there's no such like for me now.
And also like this thing, it's extremely dangerous, truly speaking.
Which one?
This one of the one that girl was saying that there are some things that she,
they're preserved for
yes, they are preserved for me and not for her man. Like the things that she tells me, she doesn't tell the guy doesn't know. So there are boundaries. That thing is dangerous because it gives people that thing like the people will start it makes your relationship lose value. Because I didn't respect their relationship. Even your family right now, if you go to your family and be like, they know that that girl, our brother always comes here and tell us things, and then she doesn't know about it. The respect for the union.
Like you're supposed to.
Yeah, they lose. Like people don't. Those people end up not respecting the relationship first of all. Those people like keeping secret.
The lady like is doing this and that.
Exactly.
So in a way, like something has been taken away from them.
Yes, and it gives the devil a door
Exactly.
to just step in and do whatever he wants to do. Because like once you open that door, it's done.
Exactly.
Because right now, Shukuti, we can't sit down and be transparent with each other about serious issues and break down our own things.
Yeah.
And right now, like, even if she has done something in the past that was bad, but if you're my partner, you should accept me of my past flaws, everything.
Yeah.
Isn't that it? Isn't that?
Yeah, that's the case. That has to be the case.
Yes.
It should. This is the very same thing that I was. This is the very same thing I was mentioning to you earlier on in the day. There is always a need like for a guy to create that space.
Ooh. Love that. That's so true.
So once you are in a relationship and you find it very difficult to share certain things
with you. And I must go out with my... Actually, our conversation is intertwining. Exactly. Do you see? Because what are we speaking about now? Exactly. You spoke about it earlier. If I can't come to you with everything...
Exactly.
Nah, it's a problem.
That's the beginning of the end.
The beginning of the end. That's deep.
Come on.
That's deep. The beginning of the end.
Like that's the entrance the devil like is going to use.
Thank you.
To destroy the whole
Most
thing.
Definitely.
So we should be very smart about it.
Yeah.
In a sense of what we find a way like to talk about everything.
Yes.
And another thing, Oguti, not everything like it's easy to talk about.
It's about timing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
because I remember very well with our relationship, like we didn't just sit down one day and talk about everything.
Yeah.
I remember you keeping something from me, then you're like, this I can't tell you now.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you after 3 months.
Yeah.
And you did that. Like
you were so like angry.
Yeah. I was angry. I was so offended. Like each and every day. Like, why? Don't you trust me? Yeah. This is a safe space. Exactly. I used to say that a lot. Like, it's a safe space. So as they're like, okay, my love. It's a safe space, yes, but
I don't dispute that.
Yeah, it's a safe space. But at this time of the relationship, it's still at the early. You said it's still a baby. You're still nursing it. This relationship is still in its baby stages.
So imagine like being at that stage where
still a baby, giving meat to the baby.
Exactly.
The baby's going to choke. The baby's going to choke. You're like,
Nah.
right now, it's still a baby.
Yeah.
Let's take care of this baby.
Yeah.
And when this baby has teeth,
Exactly.
now we can say, take the meat
Yeah.
and chew.
Exactly.
And that's what you did. You didn't tell me that you waited.
Yeah.
You're like, and you're so honest about it. Like, yeah, it's something that is
Yeah.
huge, but then like,
Yeah.
I can't tell you now.
Let's give it some time.
Let's give some time.
It bothered you, like you're like.
It
"Damn,
bothered me, and then when I found out, I was so bored. I was like, you kept this.
Is this it?
Is this it?
Yeah,
Like,
but
I was
then, like,
expecting a
to
huge
me-
thing.
To me, like it was a huge thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because
but-
you're in your fields,
Yeah,
like
it
you
was a
really
huge
like
thing.
with your fields, like you're a very man in the like you're such a rare
man.
breed.
So like I had to give some time
Yeah.
in order for me like to be able to come and talk to you about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And to me, like had I like mentioned it like from the beginning, for me like it was going to mess up the whole thing.
Yeah. And you didn't want that because it was going to
Exactly.
mess up the whole relationship. Yeah. If you brought it up initially,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's so true.
Yeah,
It was
man.
going to end
Yeah, just like that.
because that time, like, I don't even know you that well,
Yeah.
and I'm
okay.
like, okay. There's
I'm
still some
was-
doubts, and I'm still having my past traumas of trusting, like those trust issues that I have.
Uh-huh.
Like I'll be like, okay, now this,
Mm.
it's done,
Yeah, more.
and you're so honest about it,
Mhm.
and that's again so important. Timing, yeah, baby, you were saying because I interjected. You're like, not everything has to be raised in that time. It's about
Yeah.
timing.
It's about timing.
Mm.
So for me, you know, like a relationship, in order for it like to be able like to work, yeah,
Mhm.
with like you must first understand the person that you're dating. Understand that person in a sense of what he ubane na this background check about her. Cool, so all the mundo,
And you
so
ask that. You would ask that occasionally, like as if like you're playing. So how did you grow up? What was it?
assess that.
So you're doing your background check.
Exactly.
There.
So in you assessing that, that's the first thing.
Mm.
Secondly, you find a way like to create a space or to like this person, she's going to be safe
Ooh,
in being it, in being in it.
deep.
Yeah, but
Mm.
and then thirdly, when that space is being created,
Mm.
you find a way like to talk about everything.
True.
The space is created, you talk about everything.
Yeah.
And then you're talking about everything, you find a way like to eliminate what is bad
Mm.
and find a way like to plant what is good.
Mm.
So in you like eliminating what is bad
Mhm.
and planting what is good,
Mhm.
it's more like in a way you're investing into the relationship, because the bad that you're taking out
Mm.
is something that like it has ithini inamandla ukuthi like isikhathi asichubekayo singayibhili izinto yakho.
Yeah.
So you take out that,
Yeah.
and then once that is taken out,
Yeah.
you invest into something that is going to fulfill and in a way like make this whole thing work.
Mm.
So once like you get that, like
Mm.
I doubt it,
Mm.
the relationship, there's no way it can't work.
Exactly. And it will feel like every day like a honeymoon phase.
Exactly.
And people will be
And
like,
I would be
okay.
surprised, guys. How is it possible?
Yeah.
Sakale ba.
Yes.
Mjolo to balaye.
Yeah. Mujolo utloba what's like there's a word they use. They like
say that, but then in them saying that,
yeah.
they're saying that because they haven't like realized the there's a strong foundation of thought like
That was late.
exactly. They'll realize that there's something there's something of thought like this relationship like is built upon.
Yeah.
Those principles or those
Ooh.
requirements like they are the very same things that sustain the entire thing. That's for me. That's my formula, guys.
And that's a wrap.
I'll send you the inbox. I'll send you the
Invoice.
invoice.
The inbox. You see?
The invoice. Not the
Which
inbox.
inbox? Which inbox?
send me
Because
the
you're not even on
invoice.
social media. The only thing that you have in your name is WhatsApp. Yeah, that's so beautiful.
Serious.
That's so beautiful.
Like for me, now, like it's going to.
Mm.
And you shouldn't be selfish, in a sense of good. You want everything like to happen. It's courtesy one.
Yeah.
You have to give it some time. To some it might take years. To some it might take months. But at the end of the day, like it's possible.
So what you just said, you said you eliminate you eliminate what's bad and then you take what's good
You
out.
eliminate what is bad and then you plant what is good.
You eliminate what is bad and you plant what is good. That's
Exactly.
the word for the day. Not a word, but those are words for the day. Because
Yeah.
someone a word for the day, but you're saying words.
Essentially, that's the way for the day.
Ooh.
You take it out
Ooh.
and then you be like,
So
okay.
eliminate what is bad and you
Yeah.
plant what is
What is
good,
good.
so that it can grow
Uh-huh.
and be fruitful.
Exactly.
And what is bad, you take it out because
Yeah.
it might destroy.
That's why like about confrontation. If
Ooh.
like you're doing something to it like it's not right,
Yeah.
I have to be real with you.
You guys, like
Be like,
my
babe,
boyfriend.
no.
My boyfriend will confront you.
You
One
don't
thing about
know.
my boyfriend, he won't leave you molacha. I don't know how to translate that, but akaserobe molacha.
Yeah, I don't leave you malacha, babe.
You don't leave me molacha. Like
I
he won't
don't
leave you. He
malacha.
won't.
I don't
He won't
leave
spare you and
malacha.
say.
Nah.
He won't spare your feelings.
Nah.
He won't tiptoe around you. And one thing, yo,
Yeah,
Yo.
you just need to be honest about it.
yo.
I have to tell you, no, babe, like school you. So,
Mm,
no, babe, this you don't do.
you don't
This,
talk like
babe,
this. You don't do this.
This.
No matter how angry I become, you always address it.
I have to
And
tell
you even
you.
say like, even if you get angry, but we don't do that here.
Exactly. But
You don't
like,
do that.
it-
Let's talk about this.
This is one of those things as it's about like relationships is zinga last or zinga span.
Yeah.
We don't call out a person for
Yes.
some serious it's okay
Right.
some balela.
Yes. You keep it inside. You hold grudges.
Oh, when's the
Then-
song? Okay.
Yes.
And then the day like ngizokhuluma then do you remember the time you did this, the time you did this, the time you
And I used to do that. Do you remember? Then you called me out on that.
doesn't work.
Yo, he called me out on that. Like, guys, I would keep quiet, right? Keep quiet. Then he's like, okay, but what's wrong? Nothing. Then one day, when I would just get angry, like
Yeah.
maybe today I feel like I'm letting it all out. Yeah, on this day, did this. Then he
Yeah.
sat me down, like, if you want to build, you don't build like this.
Exactly.
It's a shatter a relationship. This thing. Those are your exact words.
Yeah.
It's a shatter this relationship, which means to like it will destroy the whole thing that we have.
Yeah.
If you continue like this, you don't do this. Here we address issues as they happen,
Yeah. Why you angmele uzungitshela
and we
ngendaba last
talk,
year?
and we talk for hours and hours. Like people so we get issues.
Like uzungitshela ngendaba last year this year.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Do you
Come
remember
on.
last year like you did this and that? And ngakusukela this year like you're doing the same
You,
thing.
and you are worse with it. Like even if I remind you about something you did yesterday, you get angry.
Yeah.
You want it now. Like
Yeah. Why?
yesterday, why did you keep quiet?
Yeah. Why do you raise it now?
Yo.
Serious, because like ithoma so uyayisukela yenzeka izolo and then uzokhuluma ngayo namhlanje then the following day like uyayisukela like idlulisiveke
Yes.
the next time uyasukela idlulisa inyanga
Yes.
then ibe inyanga
Yes.
then ithi unyaka yabona then
Exactly.
in that way like you're building up
It's a
on this
build up
toxic
of
thing.
toxic things. Build up of
Poison,
poison.
yeah then mhlawumbe uyikhafulako ufuna ukuthi sihlanze sonke
Becomes a mess.
doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
If like you want to make it work, if you want it like to be sustained, if you want it like to be something, ukuthi abantu like bazokwazi ukuhlonipha, abantu bazokwazi we appreciate.
Yeah.
You have to raise it now. Talk about it
Now.
now. Ingabi into le-
We don't go to sleep like with hovering things inside.
kamara kulala ukukatelene mara sikhulumile ngaye nokuthi ihlale like ibeke for isikhathi
And that's you, my love. Like, we'd rather sleep mad at each other, but we spoke about it.
Exactly.
One thing that I love about you is that, like, I can go to bed mad at you, but I'll be mad for something that is the truth.
Yeah.
Honest truth.
Yeah.
We will talk.
Yeah.
One thing, we will talk.
100%.
Exactly. Like, I'd rather be mad that he called me out
Yeah.
than
Rather than you
yeah.
being happy and then without me like saying a thing even though you're wrong.
And you're hitting inside.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm happy that
Yeah.
time, and I hurt your feelings.
Exactly.
And you're going to bed with this thing inside. So it's better to shut the whole place down.
Yeah.
Speak. I get angry,
100%.
and you sleep with your peace.
Yeah.
And me, I'm just sulking, and most of the time, just sulking. Shame,
Exactly.
Uncle Siam, sulking. But we get through it. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for such a beautiful conversation.
No, you're welcome.
I know, like, I had to force you in this, and
Ah.
thank you for agreeing.
I don't know how it's my first time and my last time.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Soze. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this.
I welcome, sir.
And I love you so much.
I love you more, baby.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for watching Kings and Queens. I hope you took your 2 cents out of this. And if you're in a relationship, please be. I hope you guys speak. Speaking is very important. That's what I can say. Ne? Parting words. Speaking, very important. Communication. Because I think we just touched on communication, like the whole throughout the video. It was all about communication.
Yeah, like it's just that.
It's beautiful, man. Like speaking,
like,
you're
create a space whereby the conversations like they'll be pretty much like an easy thing, like to
creating
get through.
spaces.
Exactly.
That's a beautiful takeaway. So, guys, create spaces to speak and for tough conversations to be a norm.
Exactly.
Extremely tough conversations to be a norm, because like after that, it becomes beautiful.
Yeah.
You're very beautiful.
Amen.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. This is Maletavo in Purple Conversations. Thank you. Bye. I'm out.